Hi guys, I hope you're all doing well. Today I wanted to talk about the DogeCoin and all things crypto. I find the whole rise and shine of cryptos to be pretty fascinating. I still remember the time 7 or 8 years ago, I think, when I used to chat about Bitcoins all the time with my colleagues at work. And I used to have this really geeky boss back then who used to mine these Bitcoins just for fun. But unfortunately, when Bitcoin hit all-time high back then, he happened to lose his password and lost all those unrealized money. He was a good boss, so I do actually feel sorry for him. Anyway, whether you invest in cryptocurrencies or not, understanding the whole practical knowledge around cryptos is definitely worth knowing. So before we get started, can I please remind you to hit that beautiful like button for me and subscribe to this channel to see more videos like this as I upload every week. Okay, without further ado, let's get started. The story begins right after the horrifying experience of the global financial crisis. A group of people under the pseudonym Satoshi Nakamoto uploaded a piece of research paper online, proposing the idea of a digital currency. I am linking the original paper in the description box below for you to read at your own pleasure. In the paper, Nakamoto showed proof of concept on how this new digital currency, Bitcoin, can actually provide a safe mode of transaction using good old statistical analysis. The key word here is transaction, or to pay for things without cash as we know it. So forget how the US government and the Fed policy impacts the US dollar or how Brexit impacts the UK pounds. None of those matters. All those annoying FX conversion on our trading account don't matter either. It's gone. Poof. Anyways, the paper proved that using number of different blocks built into the design of the system, the probability of an attacker succeeding in a transaction nearly disappears. So people can actually trust this new system. Having set out a good proof of concept, within a year, in 2009, Bitcoin software was finally made available to the public where they could mine these coins. Bitcoin miners are basically verifying transactions online. They are working on those blocks that we saw in the paper. And for their hard work, in return, they get some coins in their own account. Since the idea of digital currency is pretty much a made-up thing, the designer of Bitcoin really wanted it to proxy as much as possible to a commodity of value that we are all familiar with, such as gold. And so, just like the nature of physical commodities, supply of Bitcoin was also made to be limited, 21 million to be precise. Yes, that's why the price of Bitcoin is so volatile and driven purely by demand, highlighting a simple demand-supply economic theory. Anyway, in 2010, Bitcoin was finally valued and started to actually trade for the first time. Since it was this brand new thing, literally coming out of a research concept, no one really knew how to value it or put a price on it. Philosophically, what is a price? And what is even a value? Well, according to Warren Buffett, price is what you pay, value is what you get. So back in 2010, someone bravely put a price on Bitcoin by being the first person ever to sell it. He exchanged 10,000 Bitcoins for 2 pieces of Papa John's. This is how much he really valued those coins. No joke. That 10,000 Bitcoins now worth over 100 million US dollar. I bet he really regrets getting those pizza. Well, apparently the guy was really hungry, so no judgment there. So as I was saying, the founder of Bitcoin simply wanted to create this alternative payment system that worked anonymously and between peer-to-peer, cutting out the middleman. Well, if you look at where we are today compared to 2009, we can pretty much say that the whole godly intention of Bitcoin has failed. Chart here by Morgan Stanley shows you exactly why. Initially, Bitcoin was mainly seen as a digital currency, as was expected, but now it is better categorized as a new investment asset class and not a digital cash. Just think about how many people you know who pays in Bitcoins and how many people you know who actually trades them. Anyway, even to this date, the original founder's identity remains hidden, so we don't really know how they feel about the whole transformation of Bitcoin. And while Bitcoin founders stayed hidden, others found this as an opportunity to ride the wave and open their own version of digital coins. Currently, there are over 5,000 different types of cryptocurrencies out there. One of them is the DogeCoin. But the rise and shine story of DogeCoin is not conventional. I mean, you can't even make this thing up. During 2013, when Bitcoin was reaching its all-time high, the hype around it got a lot of people amused. Amongst them was this guy named Jackson Palmer, self-identified average geek who worked as product manager at Adobe. To him, cryptos was all joke. He was very skeptical about the whole concept. And for fun, he designed his own version of crypto, the DogeCoin. The design basically came from this meme that gained popularity back in 2013. The meme was a joke, crypto coins were a joke, but somehow the Doge crypto became a real thing. Well, the thing was made real thanks to another guy named Billy. Billy worked at IBM and at that time was also trying to program his own version of digital currency. With Jackson's popular meme idea and Billy's technical drive, the universe found a way for these two to meet and bring the idea of DogeCoin to life. Struggling for many years, the DogeCoin finally got some traction this year. Thanks to the momentum of going to the moon, the crypto has become one of the top 10 by market value. With the coin's current trading price of 5p a coin, the question in everyone's mind is, what really is its value? 2 Papa John's pizza again? Well, we value stocks by looking at the PE ratio, but when it comes to the DogeCoin, I suggest we look at it using the PT ratio. Here, T stands for tweets, because tweets seem to be the main driver of its performance. So while some people clearly love it, why do others hate it so much? Well, since cryptos are designed with anonymity and lack of control by anyone really, they have proven to be an attractive and lucrative target for criminals. They are targeted by scams, thefts, and helps finance terrorist organizations' activities. It basically has a lot of trust issues. This is why governments and banks hate it. And the second biggest reason as to why investors hate it, I mean the likes of professional money managers, is because they have no way to value it. In simple terms, you can't use valuation ratios like PE, PB, or PS, because cryptos have no earnings, no book value, and makes no sales. This is because the basis of most cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin is scarcity of supply, not based on anything tangible like land or gold, but simply the lack of it. So the value depends on how popular it is right now. And popularity comes from, well, popular people talking about it, sending a wave of optimism across to their followers. So the real downside risk of these cryptos is really the uncertainty. We simply cannot foresee when something will become unpopular. And honestly, nothing remains fashionable forever. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching. I would love to know your thoughts on cryptos. Do leave a comment below. And before you leave, please don't forget to hit that like button for me. And until next time, look after yourself and your money.